Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video and welcome back to Raleigh Outdoor Adventures. On this one, I'm wild camping with Rusty out here in the Wipers Valley. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Where are we? First things first, I'm gonna get the tent all set up and ready to go.
All right, on this trip we're using the big old base camper because why not? Had the space, we're not lugging anything very far at all. So we're gonna use so used to the tiny little backpacking tent that I usually go for. Getting treated to some luxury on this trip. Man, these poles are huge. Completely forgot how big they were.
It's super dewy out this morning, but you know, not the worst thing in the world. Shouldn't have to put any of the guy lines in because all this cloud cover is going to be burning off and it's going to be a beautiful weekend this weekend. So I am not going to be putting any of those into the ground, but I am going to get everything into the tent before I get the other section of the fly put on. It's way easier that way.
Got a little bit of thermal barrier here for Rusty so he's not cold tonight. It's gonna snap down to about 8 degrees Celsius. It is the fall, so we're getting those colder temperatures. Figured give him a little bit of insulation so he's good and comfortable tonight. Big Orange is back. Just put that in there for now.
I think I decided to forgo the vestibule. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit tonight. It shouldn't rain. It's supposed to be an absolutely gorgeous night, just a little chilly. So the main fly is on. Hopefully it'll keep us good and dry. That main vestibule is just kind of a pain in the butt. Not my favorite thing to put on, and it's hard to get in and out of the tent. I'd rather keep it like this unless I absolutely have to put that vestibule on.
And of course, the clothing bag is going in the tent.
Looks like all the cloud cover is starting to break just over in the valley there. So hopefully we get some sun soon. As this is a pretty common recreational area, I already have a fire pit established, ready to go, so.
Oh, feels good to sit down after getting everything all set up. Coffee cup barely fits in that, but that's okay.
Got a nice big thermos of coffee to get the day kicked off here, which is ideal because making coffee right away would be an absolute chore, especially that I still have to get some firewood going and all of that. And it is coffee time. The easiest coffee time in the bush ever. It's 9:30 in the morning. We are here super early. Have a few camp chores I gotta get to before really the hanging starts. We gotta get some firewood and well, some building materials. I wanna do some good bushcraft on this trip. I haven't had any time for that recently, so I've been itching to get some bushcraft in. I have a new tool that I really want to try out that I got for Father's Day, so I'm going to be using that quite a bit. Hopefully make a mallet, maybe a chair, table. We'll see what the day brings. Come here, buddy. Yeah, good boy. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah. You say hi to everybody? Yeah. Huh? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. All right, well, I'm gonna kick it for a few, have this coffee, and then we're gonna go find some firewood. This area is good and picked over, so we are gonna have to go for a little bit of a walk to find anything that's worth burning. All right, so I've been walking for a little while now. Saw some stumps and stuff kind of around camp that I could cut down later on, but I wanted to find some stuff that was further away because I have the energy to get it now rather than later on when I'm running out of wood and I'm tired from the day. So we're out here. Looks like I've just found a half decent source, so we're gonna get sawing. Got the handsaw, so this should be an experience, but we're gonna get to processing some of this dead wood. Here's our little area we're working in. Got half decent source in here, I guess. It's not too bad, but it's gonna be a bit of work, that's for sure. That's too wet. Well, there wasn't much that was usable out of literally all of this. It's soaked to the bone. So I'm gonna take what I gathered up back over to camp that's somewhat dry, and then I don't know, we're gonna try for those stumps, I think. Hey. Well, looky what I found. It might be too alive still, but it might be just right to dry out. So I'm gonna drag this back to camp. Nice. Come on. So I've actually managed to find a good amount of dead stuff that wasn't crazy far from camp. It just kind of looked crappy when I was walking by the first time, but upon further inspection, pretty half decent. Some stuff's gonna need to dry by the fire before it can really be burned, but I've got stuff that I'm pretty sure is burnable and ready to go. So I'm just gonna buck it up and get it processed, and then we'll be good to go. All right, since we're glamping, we're gonna cut all this wood by hand. Woo, buddy! Sometimes I really love glamping. Well, between all of that and all of this whatnot, got a decent supply of wood. So I'm gonna get up to a little bit of bushcraft, build a couple things, try out my new the new toy I got, and yeah, we'll go from there. Here it is, the new tool. I'm so excited to try this baby out. Got the bit, got the handle. Let's get to crafting. Well, I busted it through. Not quite straight, but it'll work, I guess. That's a lot harder than it looks. Jeez. But there's a hole in the log. So let's see if I can find a itty bitty stick. We've got a mallet.